Chicago's very own WGN News.
It may only be a few weeks into the term for college students, but if you're a senior, you better start thinking about your first job after graduation or even internships. Tom Gimbel joining me now with more on that and what parents can do to help. Hello, Tom. Okay, we had this problem during our mic check. You sound funny.
You can't hear? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yes, you're trying to throw me off. Don't do that. I always thought of internships when, you're out of school, didn't work, only when you're in school.
Yeah, it's really changed. Is that now companies, I think for a variety of reasons. Number one, they're not sure where their business is going to go. So there's a lot less commitment to an internship was designed to only be a few months. Secondarily, it's an easier way to pay people more entry-level salary and starting where you're paying hourly, you're not paying for vacation time and time off. And lastly, there's less culture issues where if somebody isn't fitting in, they're just an intern, so you don't have to worry about it. On the flip side, for a person looking for a job, a lot of companies are shy on hiring right now with the craziness on tariffs and all the other things you guys have been reporting. And that way you can get your foot in the door. A company feels less committal to you, but you get the chance to get a job you might not have gotten otherwise by taking an internship.
How likely is it you could get a job from that internship?
Oh, very likely. I would actually say that if it doesn't turn into a real job doing an internship the summer after you graduate, you should really look in the mirror and ask for real feedback as to why you didn't get it. And don't accept we don't have budget or things like that. I would say 90% of those internships turn into jobs.
And what is the family member? Where's the role for them?
So I think this is really key. Now, I realize not everybody has parents that they're living with after college or what have you. But if you have a relationship with your parents, and especially if you're living at home, they should be your managers. Their responsibility is to hold you accountable to what your activity level is. And I think the biggest mistake I see with recent college grads and their parents, who I talk to a lot as well for other situations, is they don't hold their kids accountable to looking for a job. How many outbound calls? How many outbound emails? Who are they connected to on LinkedIn? Are they following a dynamic process to stay connected to the people that they apply for jobs for and to work their network? It's the biggest mistake I see, that no one's holding people accountable.
But Tom, the kid could think you're being a nag and shut down.
As you and I have had this conversation before, is that if the kid's living at home, you're actually paying them.
Right.
That's at the end of the day. I remember saying to my kids when they graduated and they moved home, I said, "What's rent? $1,000, maybe $1,500, maybe it's $800 on the low end if you can find a great place. You're not paying that here, which means I'm basically paying you. So you're going to do it my way, or you're going to move out." That's how you do it, Micah. That's how you do it.
Well, thanks, because my thing was, you can stay here as long as you want. I want you here forever. That's the difference between a father and a mother.
My kid got the Excel spreadsheet together, and he put it together and followed the rules, and he stayed for a while.
Well, there you go. There you go. He said, "Look, I'm doing it, Dad." So how early should they be doing this? Like right now? Start making those calls?
Absolutely. I believe that it's never too early to start looking for a job. I think the other thing is that we live in this era because of social media, that everybody is so transparent about everything, that something these kids who are graduating college think it's, "Oh, I'm not sure what I want," and that's an okay thing to say.
Is it though? At senior year, is it okay to say, "I'm not sure what I want"?
Not if you're interviewing for a job. If you're talking to a friend of your parents or one of your friends' parents, then it's okay to say, "I'm unsure."
Okay.
But if you're interviewing for a job, you want to look them in the eye and you say, "This is what I want to do." Because remember, you can never turn down a job that hasn't been offered to you.
This is true. I like that idea.
Right? So go after that job. And once you get it, if you don't want it, you can say no. But you can't turn down a job that hasn't been offered to you. So go in with conviction and actually have some focus that that's what you want. That's what employers want to see.
My thing was, when my son got out of school, he wanted to get what he wanted. I said, "But in the meantime, do this, do that, do that." A lot of kids don't want to do this and that. They want to do what they want, and they want to wait.
I think only Charlie from Willy Wonka ever got what he wanted. The rest of us had to fight and work for it, Micah. You don't get that. You don't get that.
Even in this day and age, huh?
I think you can believe that a lot of people are getting everything they want if you're following them on social media, but the reality is most people are struggling in some facet, and to have empathy for that and to realize that if we start in a job and we give it everything we have, if we're not sure we love it, imagine what we'll do when we find something we really do love.
This
We've
is
got to
true.
dig in and really just punch as hard as we
Yeah.
can at something and really show people what we're made of at any stage of our life, but especially out of college. And believe me, when you invest your time, your energy, your passion into something, the rewards really are coming through at a high level, and it feels great.
Thank you, Tom. Take care.
Take care, Mike. Have a great week.
You too.